I don't know whether or not the Clippers are going to come out of the West, but possibly, maybe, could Anthony Edwards or SGA, they're two of the young stars that could potentially dethrone the champions, although I like to ride with the champs till the wheels fall off. Anthony Edwards, he went to work in this, pulls up over Chet Holmgren here, Tim.
Yeah, and I just love his intensity, work ethic, and then when he's making the step-back three, very difficult cover. But Shea was sensational in this game.
Shea creates a little bit fadeaway three there. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander once again here, Chiney, creating some space, drains the...
Man, I love this matchup. It's the I have arrived matchup. SGA and Edwards, sneaky candidates for MVP based off of the impact that they had, but that guy right there, he's on a different level right now.
Absolutely. This one continued well into the fourth quarter here, the back and forth between these two, Tim.
How he manipulates the basketball around backline defenders. It's unbelievable how he gets soft shots up on the glass, even in traffic. Does it again right there.
1 point game here, kicking it out to Jaden McDaniels in the corner, wide open for three. And then 2 minutes left here. The Timberwolves now up by 2. Anthony Edwards, he just goes and attacks the rim.
He rejected the screen from Rudy Gobert, who's a stifle tower, goes down the middle, slices through the defense, and shows his highlights. Come on, young man.
He wanted a foul on this call.
No, you're good.
Not happy with
you
the
got
no
a highlight.
call.
You're going to be fine.
Well, he did have 27 points, 4 rebounds, but he was asked about it. He wasn't too happy with the refs after the game.
I don't know. And I'm going to take the fine because the refs did not give us no calls tonight. We had to play through every bump, every grab. I don't know how we won tonight. Big shout out to my team. Big shout out to my coaches, for sure.
I mean, I know I shouldn't say this, but I love this guy. Like, I love that. These are the teams. They've been 1-2 in the West for most of the season, Zach. They split the season series 2-2. What stood out to you the most?
Well, Minnesota needed a win like this. They needed a good fourth quarter like this. And Jaden McDaniels was awesome down the stretch on both ends of the floor, along with the Ant-Man, who was unbelievable. Look, Minnesota's offense up and down. Last night they reminded us our defense travels. Our defense is here every single game, every single possession, and we are huge. And if we look at the end of the game, Oklahoma City down 6, a play I want to zero in on, needs a 3, my holy bleep moment of the night. They need a 3. Desperately needed 3. Here comes Lou Dort. He's open. Look at Jaden McDaniels. He's helping at the nail. Oh, my God. Hey, he flies. He's going to fly at him. Lou Dort's going to reconsider this 3. 99 out of 100 defenders are out of the play. He jumps back in, and Lou Dort's like, oh, my God, I got to pass it. And it just goes from here. One big dude after another, dissuading shot after shot until whatever that is happens. That is my holy bleep moment of the night. Jaden McDaniels just flying around, hopping around, and Lou Dort pump faking, not knowing when to shoot and just deciding to pass. Timberwolves defense is for real. Jaden McDaniels is for real. They're just huge across the board.
Yeah, there's a reason why, as you see, take a look here at the Western standings. They're at the top. The 4 teams are separated by just 2 games overall, just 1 in the loss column. So the race, right, for the number 1 seed in the West, it won't be decided for a couple of months here. But the top 4 teams, they've started to create a little bit of separation here. Chiney, do you have a power ranking for the 4 teams in the West?
Look, this is not Perk's list. This is not Malika's list. This is not Tim's list.
But does it have a
This is your girl Chiney's list, okay? And these are power rankings. And even though it could be fluid, here we go. Perk just said that the Clippers have absolutely everything. That's not correct. They have some company. So number 1 on the list, I'm going with the Denver Nuggets. Yep. They literally beat the best teams out east. They showed that they can do it when it matters most. I know a lot of people have been critical of, like, they've taken some uncharacteristic losses, but when they show up in the biggest moments, they've handled their business. They've been standing on business, like Perk would say. At number 2, I'm going to have to go, though, with the Clippers.
Okay.
Just because, their talent, if you think about the big 4, a lot of these guys who are hunting championships, they are truly complete, but I don't know if they have all of the, I guess you can say, expertise and experience that the health has really kept them back from. So I'm going to go with the Clippers at number 2. Now, this is where things get fun, because if you look at the standings, this is not what you see. But what you have seen most of the season are the T-Wolves. And what I love about this squad is that they're winning with defense a lot of times when offense is the one that has got a lot of teams better in the standings. Defensively, they're great. Also, you have a DPOY, you have Ant Edwards, who's an all-NBA guy, Cat, who's the best shooting big. So I like the T-Wolves there. They have a lot to prove this postseason. And last but not least, my final 4th spot.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Thunder.
Wow, all right.
They're top 6 in both offense and defense. I know they have struggled as of late, but again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has put himself into the MVP conversation. Tech could be Rookie of the Year. They're building a squad that will be great for the extended future. So right now, these are my power rankings. I have one team that could have made the list, but right now, this is what we're going with.
Who could crash the party, Lex?
Well, I'm going to tell you, first of all, great minds think alike. That's exactly the order I would have put these teams in as well. And I think the only team potentially could crash this is right here, the Phoenix Suns, because I just think the upside of what they could eventually become offensively might be able to get them into this party. I think New Orleans is too inconsistent. Lakers, we just talked about all their issues.
Yep.
I don't think Sacramento is ready defensively. And the Dallas Mavericks, Luka is going to keep you in it, but ultimately they're not good enough defensively. I think Phoenix is the one team that could be so good offensively, they might be able to upset the apple cart at the top.
Okay, the Dallas Mavericks, they were not put in the top 5 or even the honorary, 6th in this necessarily. There's no question, though, Luka's been lighting it up, right, for the Dallas Mavericks.
I'm on fire. It's NBA,